Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our zoology online class. Dear students, I hope you are very happy and studying every day studying the portions. In the last class, we started the new lesson. Okay, we started a new lesson, digestion and absorption. Okay, so in the last class, we studied about some of the important organs of our alimentary canal. Okay, we studied about some important events, five important events takes place in the digestive system. Then we studied about some important organs of our alimentary canal. Okay, for example, mouth, buccal cavity, teeth, tongue, pharynx, esophagus. Like that, some organs we have completed, we have studied in the last class. Okay, dear students, hope you all studied these all the organs of the alimentary canals. Okay, then today also we are going to study about some important organs, the remaining organs of our alimentary canal. Okay, so stomach, small intestine and large intestine. Okay, so today's class we are going to study about the stomach, small intestine and large intestine. So listen very carefully, dear students. Here also some 2 mark questions, 1 mark questions also in there. So listen very carefully. So the first organ, okay, is stomach. The next organ is stomach. So the last organ yesterday we studied about the esophagus. Okay. Then next to this esophagus is called stomach. Okay. Next to the organ present next to the esophagus is stomach. Actually, the stomach is a J-shaped muscular organ. It is completely made up of muscles. Understand of you? Then the stomach is acting as a temporary storage of food. The food that we are eating is temporarily stored inside the stomach. So the stomach only acting as a organ used to temporarily store the food materials. Then next point, location. Okay, see, actually the stomach is located in the upper left side of the abdominal cavity. Okay, abdomen means the below the thoracic cavity, the next cavity empty place is called abdominal cavity. So it is located in the stomach is located in the upper left side of the abdominal cavity. Understand? So this is the location of the stomach. And next, the stomach has 3 parts. The stomach is the entire stomach is divided into 3 parts. See? Just to imagine the stomach. Okay, see, this is the stomach, this is the esophagus. Okay, so esophagus, this is the stomach. So the stomach is divided into 3 parts. So the first part is called cardiac part. Okay, first part is this part is called cardiac, and the middle part is called fundic, and the last part is called pyloric. So stomach is divided into 3 important parts or 3 important regions. So the first part is called cardiac, and second part is called fundic, and the next part is called pyloric. So in this cardiac parts only the esophagus is opening. The esophagus is opening, and the last part is called pyloric part, pyloric region. So in this region only the next organ of the digestive system is opening. That next organ is called duodenum. Duodenum is the first parts of the small intestine. So this duodenum is opened with the last part. That means the pyloric part of the stomach. Okay, understand of you? So the first part is called cardiac part, the middle part is called fundic, and the last part is called pyloric. So in this cardiac part, the esophagus is open, and the last part, pyloric part, the duodenum is open. Understand of you, students? Then next, in between this duodenum, just imagine the duodenum region and this is stomach. So in between the duodenum and this pyloric part of the stomach, one sphincter muscle is there. Okay, name of the sphincter is called pyloric sphincter. Name of the sphincter is called pyloric sphincter. Understand that you? Understand? So yesterday we studied about in between the esophagus and stomach, a sphincter muscle is there. It is called cardiac sphincter. Like that, between the pyloric part of the stomach and duodenum, one more sphincter muscle is there. This sphincter is called pyloric sphincter. So this pyloric sphincter allows the food material or regulate the passage of food material from the stomach to duodenum. It also prevents the backward passage of food material. That means from the duodenum to stomach. Okay, it prevents the entry of food from the duodenum to stomach. Okay, so the pyloric sphincter doing two important functions. First one is it regulate the passing or flowing of food materials from the stomach to duodenum, and it also prevent the backward flow of the food materials. Backward flow meaning from the duodenum to stomach. Okay, this is prevented by this pyloric sphincter. Understand, my dear students? Then the next point about the stomach is, see the inner side of the stomach, there are many small foldings are there. These foldings are called gastric brachii. These foldings are called gastric brachii. Okay, and these foldings are used to accommodate a large amount of meals. Okay, when we eat more amount of food material, the size of the stomach is increased because the foldings present inside the stomach is now enlarged. So it is used to or helps to accommodate large amount of meals. Understand of you? Present, so dear students, now we completed the next organ of our alimentary canal, the stomach. Okay, here one more question is there, important one more question, the pyloric sphincter. The location of the pyloric sphincter between the stomach and duodenum. Understand, dear students? Then next part of our alimentary canal is small intestine. Okay, listen very carefully. Many one more questions are here. See, the small intestine is acting as a final digestion and absorption site. Actually, the digestion and absorption process started in the buccal cavity inside the mouth. And finally, the food materials are digested and absorbed inside the small intestine. So, it's the first point about the small intestine. And second point, the small intestine is the longest part of our alimentary canal. Okay, there are a lot of organs are there, but the longest part of the alimentary canal is the small intestine. Understand a few? Then the small intestine is divided into three regions. The small intestine is divided into three regions. The first region, that means the next to stomach, the first region is called duodenum. This duodenum is a U-shaped structure, and the total length of this duodenum is 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter. And the middle region is called jejunum. The total length of this jejunum is 2.4 meter. And the last part or the last region is called ileum, and the total length of this ileum is 3.5 meter, and this is the longest part of the small intestine. Small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal, and this ileum is the longest region of the small intestine. Hope you are understood all these points. Okay, so now we completed 3 points about the small intestine. First I said it's a final digestion and absorption side of the alimentary canal. Then next we study about this. Next point is the longest part of alimentary canal, and we studied about the three important regions. The first region is called U-shaped duodenum, and the next middle portion is called jejunum, and the last portion is called ileum. Ileum is the longest part of the small intestine. Hope you are understood this point. Then next point, see, the wall of the small intestine has an important gland. Name of this gland is called Werner's gland. Name of this gland is called Werner's gland. So it's a one mark question. The location of the Werner's gland. So the wall of the small intestine. Okay. So wall of the small intestine has one important gland. Name of this gland is called Werner's gland. And this Werner's gland secreting more amount of mucus and enzymes. Here this mucus and enzymes are very important for the digestion. Mucus and enzymes are helps for digestion. Then next point, see, at the wall of the ileum region. Okay, the wall of the ileum or the mucous membrane of the ileum region consists of many small hair-like projects, and it is called villi. So the wall of or the mucous layer of the ileum region of the small intestine consists of large number of many small hair-like structures. It is called villi, and the main functions of this villi is absorption. And the main functions of the villi is called is absorption. Okay, then the wall of the villi is made up of some cells. Okay, so in these cells also some projections, micro projections are there. These projections are called microvilli. Listen very carefully. the wall of the ileum, the mucous membrane of the ileum region consists of many small projections. They are called villi. Then the cells present in the villi region consist of many small micro projections. The projections are called microvilli. These microvilli are look like a brush border appearance. It is look like a brush. Understand? So hope you all understood this point. Okay. Then the wall of the small intestine also consists of some special type of cells called goblet cells. These goblet cells are secreting a fluid-like substance is called mucus. So the location of the goblet cell is wall of the small intestine. Okay. Then next point. See, in the small intestine, one special type of lymphoid organ or immune organ is there. Name of that organ is called Peyer's patches. One more question. So the Peyer's patches is the organ or lymphoid organ or immune organ present in the small intestine, and main function of this Peyer's patches is production of lymphocytes. Here lymphocyte means cells of our immune system. Okay, lymphocytes are produced by the Peyer's patches present in the wall of the small intestine. The last point about this small intestine is, see, the wall of the small intestine at the base of the, between the base of the villi, between the base of the villi, many small hidden parts are there. Many small hidden parts are there. That parts are called crypts of Leiberger. Okay, crypt of Leiberger. So this is also one more question. So hope you all understood all the points about the small intestine. Okay, here many one more questions are there. For example, the longest part of the alimentary canal, one more question, and longest part of the small intestine, one more question, and the locations of the Werner's gland and locations of the goblet cell, uses of goblet cells. Okay, so these are the some of the, and the lymphoid organ present in the small intestine. So these are the some of the important one more questions here. Okay, hope you all understood this small intestine. Then, now we are going to study about the last organ of our digestive system or alimentary canal. The last organ is large intestine. After small intestine, next the organ is called large intestine. And the large intestine is divided into three parts, or it has three regions. First region is called cecum, then colon, then rectum. Okay, cecum, colon, and rectum. Next to rectum is the anus. Next to rectum is the anus. Okay. See, this cecum is actually look like a pouch-like structure. Cecum is look like a pouch-like structure. And many one small projection, finger-like projections also present in the cecum region. This finger-like projection is called vermiform appendix. This finger-like projection is called vermiform appendix. Okay, and this vermiform appendix, is present in the cecum region. And in herbivorous animals meaning the plant-eating animals. Okay, so in herbivorous animal, the cecum and this vermiform appendix are large in size. The size of the cecum and the size of the vermiform appendix is large because the herbivorous animals are highly eating cellulose-rich food materials. Okay, so to digest these cellulose-rich food materials, the size of the cecum and the vermiform appendix is large, and here one important bacteria, some useful bacteria are also there in these two regions. These bacteria also helps to digest the cellulose-rich food materials. Okay, hope you all understood this point. So, three parts are there, cecum, colon, and the rectum. The first part, the cecum, is look like a pouch-like structure, and in this cecum region, one small projection, finger-like projection is there. This is called a vermiform appendix. In herbivorous animal, this vermiform appendix and the cecum regions are very large because these two regions are used to digest the cellulose-rich food materials, and in these regions, high amount of beneficial or useful bacteria is also there. Okay, then next point. See, this large intestine. Okay, the next next part of this large intestine is colon. So now we completed the cecum. The next we are going to study is colon. This colon is divided into four parts. The colon is the middle part of the large intestine, and this colon is divided into four parts. First part is called ascending part. The next one is transverse parts, and third one is descending, and the last one is sigmoid colon. Okay, so ascending region, transverse region, descending region, and sigmoid colon region. So these are the four regions of the colon region. Understand a few? Then inside the colon region, many small enlargements are there. Okay, many small dilations are there. These enlargements are called castra. These enlargements are called castra. Okay, then next to this colon is a rectum. The last part of the large intestine is a rectum. This rectum is acting as a temporary storage place of feces. Feces meaning human waste. Okay, so this rectum is used to store the feces for a temporary period. So here is a one more question. Then this rectum is opened with the last part of the alimentary canal, the anus. Okay, rectum is the last part of the large intestine, and this rectum is opened with the anus. Okay, so in the opening place of the anus, one more sphincter muscle is there. It is called anal sphincter. It is called anal sphincter. Understand all of you? Then in the anus region, a large amount of arteries and veins are there. Large amount of blood vessels, arteries and veins are there, and these arteries and veins are togetherly called anal columns. Anal columns. If any enlargements or if any infection occur in these blood vessels, it leads to one disease. Name of the disease is called piles or hemorrhoids. Or it's called hemorrhoids. Understand, my dear students? So dear students, now we completed the large intestine also. The structure of the large intestine. So dear students, so in this now we have completed all the organs of our alimentary canal. Many one mark questions there. Okay, many one mark questions are there, particularly some sphincter muscles. Okay, the first sphincter, yesterday we studied about the first, in the last class we studied about the first sphincter muscles, the cardiac sphincter present between the esophagus and stomach. Okay, and the next sphincter, today we studied about the next sphincter. This sphincter is called pyloric sphincter. It is present between the stomach and duodenum. Okay, or small intestine, between the small intestine or between the duodenum and stomach. Understand a few? Then here also one sphincter we studied now. Name of that sphincter is called anal sphincter. Name of that sphincter is called anal sphincter. It is present between the anus and the rectum. Understand a few? So like that, many one mark questions are also there. So dear students, so this question is not important for 5 mark question, but many 2 mark questions, 3 mark questions, and 1 mark questions also there. For example, 3 mark question, explain about the small intestine, or explain about the large intestine. Like that, the 3 mark questions may be asked. Understand a few? So dear students, now we completed all the organs of our alimentary canal. Hope you all enjoyed today's class also. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.